banger. You can crank that up. Yeah, get that shit up. You love it. I would do anything for love. Split from my life and turn my back. I would do anything for love. Flip off the Pope and risk the wrath. But I'll never ignore the longing in my loins and no way. I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. No, I won't do that. Yes, good evening, Bristol. Please give it up for me. Some days it gets up easy. Yeah, some days it gets real hard. Some days I don't come at all, and these are the days I make no ends. Sometimes they feel like fire, and others are cold like ice. Some loves are like nothing at all, so I go away and have affairs. But maybe I'm crazy, oh it's crazy and it's true. I need women to save me, else my balls they will turn blue. As long as my heart is yearning, as long as my loins are burning, as long as women want to form a queue, you better believe it, that I would do anything for love. May order her from overseas. I would do anything for love. Sit Gibson back down on my knees. But I'll never forgive you if you break my heart. No way. Oh, I would do anything for love. Oh, I would do anything for love. I would do anything for love. I won't do that. I won't do that.
Yeah!
Thank you so much. Happy Valentine's to all you lovers out there, yes? But I would like to hear a cheer from all the singles in the room. Yes, good. Yes, as it happens, Catherine and I, death did us part. So, I will be in the bar later. Look, I know you all missed me terribly. Liz the second seems fantastic, seems like a great gal. But even with all the shenanigans that her family have been getting up to, let's be real, I caused way more drama. If the tabloids were around in 1533, I would have been super popular. In fact, I am actually thinking of starting a podcast. I'll tell you for why. Since returning to the land of the living, I've been listening to podcasts, and I feel like there's a real lack of straight white male voices in the podcasting world, and I think I could add something of real value. Yeah. But I do have a confession, Bristol, I have a confession. Since returning here, my feelings have been really hurt. I get back here to discover that what I am most remembered for is being this amazing massive beefcake who had 6 wives. And don't you know I achieved so much more than that? I broke us from Rome. I gave us independence from that European lot, an extra £350 million for England every week. I established the Royal College of Physicians. Now they encouraged peasants such as yourselves to listen to science and reason and not superstition and conspiracy theories and get vaccinated. I also established the Royal Navy, published the first complete works of Chaucer, and established England as a real international power through diplomacy rather than through force. I'm also very tall, handsome, and have a massive codpiece. That's true. But no, I then ask myself, why is it that I'm not remembered for any of those things? I say to myself, Henry, you absolute babe magnet, why is it that people only remember you as you know, the one with the 6 wives? Well, I'll tell you. I blame a piece of theatre. Yes, a musicale, if you will. It is being performed in London, over the ocean in York, the new one, and also on ships. In this musicale, 6 women across the globe, like over 30, pretend to be my ex-wives, and they spend an hour and a half, 8 days a week, slagging me off! Look, I guess I wasn't the best husband. Okay, I could have done better. You know, having your wives killed when they betray you, very old-fashioned of me. I realise that now that wasn't really the best approach. But you know that there were like so many rulers who did that as well, and were actually way worse than me to their family members. Okay, Cleopatra II, Pharaoh of Egypt. So she had 2 husbands at the same time, incidentally, who were also her brothers. Yeah, it's really gross. And then she thought her sister was conspiring to kill her, so she had all 3 of them executed. So all 3 of her siblings and her 2 brother husbands. Let's think, another one. Herod. You know Herod, yes. So he killed his first wife, killed his first wife's mother, and all of the sons that he had with the first wife, so his second wife's kids could be the heirs. And he also did that thing, I don't know if you guys remember this like bit in the book, but in the Bible he did that whole thing where he killed like tons of babies. Do you guys remember that? It was a really messed up section, but like really engaging. I think it was actually, it was a good chapter actually. So some of the Bible drags a bit, but that was a really good bit. And when we're talking about, you know, people who had tons of wives, Solomon, that man had game! He had like 700. And then, since getting back here, I've also learned about Mormons. Now, if I'd thought about it when I was establishing my own church, if I put polygamy into it, I mean, I missed a trick there. Win some, lose some. Anyway, what I'm getting at is that the history books have mistreated me for far too long. Okay? I think everyone just remembers the divorced, beheaded, died, divorced, beheaded, survived! Survived! As if, like, how rude is that? It's a rude way of wording it, like I was something to be survived. So, I have written a letter. I need 2 hands because there's a lot going on in this pocket. I have written a letter to the historians of today, to clear my name. Maybe we could talk all night, but it's been getting us nowhere. You exaggerate about all you possibly can, but now it is my time to share. And though I know you feel some spite, you seem to have forgotten about other things. Many others killed all of their family and friends, yet you remember them for other things. I was successful and I was strong. I tried to make my world a better place. I know that sometimes I may have been wrong, but to write a whole show just to slag me off and make me seem like I'm this massive douche. Because all I can do is keep on telling you divorced too. One died, it's true, and the last one outlived me, which just seems Now don't be mad, 'cause 2 out of 6 ain't bad. Now don't be mad, 'cause 2 out of 6 ain't bad. The kings and queens of history were all massive dicks, roaring their masses with their iron fists. I know you want to make a villain from this handsome stud, but you're really just a man who just happens to have blue blood. I can't lie, I can't tell you that I'm something I'm not. No matter how I try, I'll never be able to become someone who ignores all the treasonous plots. There was only one wife that I had truly loved, and that was in 1536. Though she gave me Edward, that's my son and heir, he very promptly died. Feelings were mixed, but I remember how she left me on that tragic night. So I moved on with new wives, 3 more. And though I never felt the same once Jane was gone, I had to go on to produce more heirs. So I keep on telling you, I keep on telling you, I kept on telling you, there was 2. One died soon, and the last one outlived me, which was really fucking good. Now don't be mad, 'cause 2 out of 6 ain't bad. It's your hands in the air to pause. 1 died at school, and the last one outlives me, which just seems a bit good. Now don't be mad, 'cause 2 out of 6 ain't bad. Now don't be mad, 'cause 2 out of 6. Maybe we could talk more.